Welcome to another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. I'm Steve Gamache, and what we have this time is the Hatsukokoro Ginyo Ginsan Damascus Gyuto 210mm knife. This knife, as you can see, has multi-layered construction. So you've got center cutting edge steel known as Ginsan or Silver 3 G3 stainless. This is a fine-grained stainless steel that sharpens up great, takes a really nice edge if you do your part. It's excellent kitchen knife cutlery steel. The construction has multi-layered soft stainless cladding over the top of that. They've got a bit of an etch to it to bring that frosted kind of look to it. And it's got a fair amount of polish on the entire blade, as you can tell, especially towards the cutting edge where the core steel peaks out, so it's got a fair amount of polish to it. Really nice fit and finish on this. You can see a lot of layers. There's some interesting characteristics. No two knives are going to be exactly alike. Weight on these and dimensions can vary a little bit from knife to knife, but this one is 152 grams or 5.4 ounces. Heat treat they list as about 62 on the hardness scale, and so it's a little bit harder than some Ginsan is on some knives. The handles are nicely done. They're octagonal, and the wood is wenge with black buffalo horn ferrule. Nice fit and finish on those. They've got a pretty good tight glue up job and seal job where the tang goes into the handle, so nicely done. Handles are a little bit on the heavier side. The wood's a little denser, so in terms of balance, that's my balance point right there. Pretty close to a pinch grip, maybe just a touch behind it for me on my pinch grip, so pretty neutral feel to the blade as far as balance goes. Other dimensions, we've got about 212 millimeters in this one on the edge, about 8.35 inches, about 14 inches overall length with the handle. And then spine, I got about 2.7. It's pretty thick coming out of the handle itself. And then I got about 2.7 above the back of the heel. And then it tapers nicely. I got about 1.75 in the middle. And it pretty much holds that, but you can see a nice polish there to the spine until we get to the grind. Towards the edge, there's not a big delineation. Even when you're feeling it, it's kind of a gradual contour down, so there's no hard delineation on where the grind starts. It's just almost a nice continuous grind, and it kind of mostly right in about here starts thinning out, but very, very nicely done. You can see the tip's pretty thin, quite thin right there, and you'll also see it's thin at the edge, so this should be excellent performing knife. Again, all stainless. You can see the polish there. That choil is nicely rounded and polished. Height about 49.5 millimeters at the back, so it's a fairly tall blade. You've got a nice gentle curve here at the choil into the neck, so a great spot for your finger for a pinch grip. Very comfortable. And again, we'll get our beauty shot here. And it's pretty hard to show. It's very kind of faint even in person, but there is a laser etched kanji on this. I've got to work here to even find it, but it's super hard to tell. I'm trying to see if I can even get it look for you, but it's right in there. There's some etched or some laser engraved kanji right there. Trust me, it's there. Really hard to show on camera. And here's the left side of the blade. Again, these are really pretty, nicely crafted. They've polished the spine nicely. They've polished the choil nicely. So out of the box edge, 6, 7 out of 10 on my scale. So these are ready to rock and roll right out of the box. Again, high level of craftsmanship and fit and finish here. Let's take a look at the cutting board profile. So the way this one's set up, you've got a fairly aggressive belly towards the tip. That means I should be able to get pretty high on a rock, which they've even got the tip just slightly swept up right at the very end. So yeah, I can rock this like crazy. This thing will get way up there before the tip wants to dig in. And so this will rock amazingly well. And you also have a pretty good, nice flat spot at the heel. So it just flows into a stop, nice and smooth, no big bumps. There's your stop at the back, so you can chop towards the back. You can rock this thing, get the middle part of the blade, so this will accommodate almost any cutting style. Tip draws, you got to braze the handle pretty high, so maybe not optimal for that, but other than that, it's a really nice flexible profile. So all in all, just great fit and finish, high performance, all stainless, nice looks, so real nice package. So this is the Hatsukokoro Ginyo Ginsan Damascus Gyuto 210mm knife from Chef Knives to Go.